Have a nice day. Today is Wednesday, 20th of March 2024. In 1602, the United Dutch East India Company (VOC) was formed. In 1760, in the Great Fire of Boston destroyed 349 buildings. In 1814, Prince William Frederick became the monarch of the Netherlands. In 1815, also on the same day, Napoleon entered Paris after the escaping from Elba. From the Indian history, Nadir Shah invades India in a history of 20th March. In the year 1739, the Iranian ruler Nadir Shah invaded and occupied Delhi, the capital of Mughal Empire in India. Starting the newspaper analyst with the newspaper The Hindu states that Russia says it will evacuate 9,000 children from a border region targeted from the Ukraine side. Officials say a Russian border region plans to evacuate about 9,000 children from the area because it was being continuously shelled from the Ukrainian side. Local residents inspect a damaged car hit by shelling, what local authorities called a Ukrainian military strike in the course of the Russia-Ukraine conflict in the settlement of Razumno in the Belgorod region, Russia, March 19, 2024. A Russian border region plans to evacuate now about 9,000 children from the area because it is being continuously shelled from the Ukrainian side. An official said Kyiv's forces have increasingly been striking at the targets behind the front line that has changed little after more than 2 years of war. The Hindu newspaper also states that United Nations chief alarmed by reports civilians killed in Myanmar airstrikes. Clashes have rocked Myanmar's western Rakhine state since the Arakan Army AA attacked the security forces in November, ending a ceasefire that had largely held since the military's 2021 coup. People flee from a village after a renewed fighting between the Myanmar's military and the Arakan Army AA, the ethnic minority armed group in Paukhtao, a township in western Rakhine State in November 2023. United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres has said he is alarmed by reports of ongoing Myanmar military airstrikes on villages in Rakhine State, where the locals told AFP more than 20 people were killed on March 18. The Hindu newspaper also states that Lokpal orders CBI a probe into the charges against Mohitra. Lokpal orders mentions that she allegedly received luxury items, travel expenses, holidays, etc. from a businessman Darshan Hiranandani, and there was a demand for his support for renovation of her then official bungalow in New Delhi. Trinamool Congress candidate Mohitra during a party rally at a brigade parade ground in Calcutta on March 10, 2024. The Lokpal has directed the Central Bureau of Investigation to further probe the allegations made against former Lok Sabha member Mohitra and submit a report on findings within 6 months. The Hindu newspaper also states that health emergency funds of CMRF exempted from Moral Code of Conduct. Election Commission of India has exempted certain emergency works from the ambit of the Model Code of Conduct. Chief Secretary K.S. Jawahar Reddy and Chief Electoral Officer Mukesh Kumar Meena conducting a review meeting with the senior IAS officers at the Secretariat on March 19, 2024. There is no restrictions on releasing funds from the Chief Minister Relief Fund and Prime Minister Relief Fund to deserving people for emergency disease like heart, stroke, kidney-related ailments, and cancer. Even when the Moral Code of Conduct (MCC) is in force, informer Chief Electoral Officer Mukesh Kumar Meena concludes the Hindustan Times newspaper states that Jal Jeevan Mission, 145 million or 75% of the rural households now have tap water. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the program in August 2019, only the one-sixth of India's roughly 192 million households across 6 lakh villages had a functional water tap. New Delhi. The Narendra Modi's government's flagship drinking water program, Jal Jeevan Mission, has crossed a key milestone, reaching three-fourths of our rural households. It intends to cover by 2024, and progress of the scheme, however, continues to be skewed across the state. Official data show. Mr. Times also states that Ministry of Defense extends order suspending businesses with Vectra and over Tetra case. The latest order dated March 6 extended the decisions to suspend business with Vectra from February 14, 2024 past 6 months. The Defense Ministry has extended an earlier order suspending businesses dealings with Vectra Advanced Engineering Private Limited for another 6 months in the connection with the previous corruption charge in the supply of heavy-duty Tatra trucks to the army. Officials aware of the matter said on Tuesday. Going to the economy of the country from the business point of view. Direct tax collection has grown nearly 20% to rupees 18.90 lakh crore till March 17 on higher advance tax mop-up. With this, the government has achieved over 97% of its direct tax target set in its revised estimates for this financial year. In the revised estimates for 2023-24, the government has pledged direct tax receipts at rupees 19.45 lakh crore. The net direct tax collection grew over 19.88% to over rupees 18.90 lakh crore, with advanced tax collections rising over 22% during April 1st to March 17 in the financial year 2023-24, the Income Tax Department said on Tuesday. On a gross basis, before adjusting for refunds, the direct tax collection stood at rupees 22.27 lakh crore, an increase of 18.74% growth rate from the year ago period. Markets tanked 1% as investors turn cautions ahead of United States Fed meet. The building stock exchange Sensex tanked 1.01% or 763.37% to close at 72,012.05, while the National Stock Exchange as Nifty shed at 238.25 points or 1.08% to finish at 21,817.45. Domestic benchmark indices Sensex and Nifty fell 1% on the heavy selling after the Bank of Japan raised interest rates for the first time in 17 years and caution ahead of the outcome of the United States Federal Reserve meeting. Among the sectors, almost all the major sectoral indices were traded in the red, but more information technology, media, and pharma indices lost the most, falling over 2.5%. JP Morgan sets up a dedicated support investment banking team, memo shows. JP Morgan had worked on a number of deals in the sector, including British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe's recent acquisition of a minority stake in Manchester United. JP Morgan Chase has created a new sports-focused investment banking team, as well as the Wall Street Bank seeks to tap on the increasingly attractive industry, according to an internal memo seen by Returns on Tuesday. The bank has created a new sports investment banking coverage group, which will offer advisory and financing solutions for activities like investing in sports franchise to clients globally. Going towards the world news, including Houthis say fuel tanker in the Red Sea are targeted with missiles. Spring arrives with the vernal equinox, understanding the Earth's phenomena. Canada to give more than $40 million to help buy artillery shells for Ukraine. Mississippi ex-deputy gets 20 years sentence in Russia's torture of 2 black men. United Kingdom Prime Minister Rishi Sunak to host a European political community meeting in July. Brazil's Bolsonaro is indicated for the first time or legal falsification of his own vaccination data. Going to the science and technology, NVIDIA wants to bring artificial intelligence to the real world. With the project Groot Robots Brain for Robots, NVIDIA unveils its Groot platform for artificial intelligence powered humanoid robots. NVIDIA is working with the companies like Agility Robotics and Boston Dynamics. Elon Musk says future version of Starship will go interstellar. Elon Musk claims a future version of SpaceX Starship will be capable of going into interstellar space. SpaceX's Starship lifts off during an orbital test mission on the company's Boca Chica launch pad near Brownville, Texas, United States, April 2023. Scientists are trying to de-ice a Euclid satellite mission is of kilometers away. Euclid's icy vision ESA trials delicate deforesting method to save dark matter emission. Artistic illustration of the Euclid as satellite in space. At last, there's a famous quotation said by Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu says that it is a matter of the shame that in the morning the birds should be awake earlier than you. He also says a famous quotation says that without knowledge, action is useless, and knowledge without action is futile. Turn knowledge into the action. Okay, thank you.